Ji, Assalamualaikum everyone, it's Shoayb Khan and welcome to the live update of Crypto Affairs. It's 28th of June, 3 p.m. in the noon, and we're gonna be discussing what's happening in the Bitcoin, what just happened, and what are our targets and what to expect from Powell's speech tonight. So let's get started. I guess people are joining or they are already on their way. So all right, let me share my screen here. Okay, so I drew this squiggly line though, not a fan of it, but so far we are pretty much ranging here since the last update. We went down, we came back up, just tested shy of previous high, a recent high of 31,000, and then we are, coming back down all again and pretty much ranging it here since like 2 days. So what does it show? All right, we have two levels. I already explained. I guess already shared the chart and as well as explained it that we have two levels here. The order block of 32,000 and 31,060 is 671. It's been ranging here since an year, and we are pretty much being bound here. If you are going to be very bearish, you have to lose this level of simple break of structure at 29,600, right? So far our range is developed right from here to the bottom of this level. All right, so this space is pretty much empty here. You can say it's going on with side by side with the VVZs, the volumetric wide zones, but we are pretty much bound to come back here at zero point 0.5 at 30,500, 30,600 level, and then we'll see how it will gonna go. So this is just the sole PA, what's the like the price action is saying on the chart of a Bitcoin, but it would be injustice if we do not look at the other factors, which is specifically not dominance at this point, but the USDT dominance, and it's showing really scary stuff for the bulls, right? It dropped on the day of the extreme movement in the Bitcoin on 22nd of June. The first low, the sweep, the retesting, and then again it's been testing the supports over and over again. It's been like one, two, three, four, five instances that it developed its support here. So as soon as it comes back down and moves towards that zero point 0.5 level at 7.62, well, BTC is bound to bleed very bad because these two charts are pretty much inversely proportional. So expect a really heavy bleeding in Bitcoin as well as in the altcoins. So that's what's been really important, and do not put this chart on your blind spot because this is what's happening here. We are observing this not even like triple tap, it's more of a quadruple tap setup here. So wait for it to play out, and then we are already observing this bleeding today. The fear is in market due to the news coming out tonight. The Powell speech, Powell will also be coming back tomorrow, and let's see what he'll gonna say. But let's try to find it on our charts, right? If you look at the dollar chart, the DXY index, uh, I explained this earlier video before the last one that this entire move will not go unnoticed, this entire move, right? And we were pretty much ranging it here, and then we start to drop, came back, literally retested this a day before yesterday, and now we are pretty much ranging it here. So what Powell can see uh, in terms of interest rate and how they're gonna be saying the stuff, it may impact the dollar, of course, really in a direct way, and we may see the progress in this chart, which will lead the other markets to come back down. All right, specifically uh, in terms of Euro USD, the Forex, and the gold already dropping, and the Dow Jones index, and the stuff like that. So I think we are still looking at the room here to recover, and let's see how it will gonna be turn out in terms of interest rate and all that. I think they're gonna be saying whatever they can, and they are pretty much familiar with the fact that the impact on of his speech already comes directly like a wrecking ball when it comes to the market, specifically in the assets like commodities and the main stock market. So I guess we have a room for here for literally development here. Even if you look at the LTF Fibonacci, you can see it's still untapped here at 102.7. So expect some bleeding in the other markets tonight. All right, so let's move towards the other altcoins. Ethereum setup playing out perfectly. This three tap setup, we had our liquidity grab here at this zone. If you see it, it's equal low at 1 hour day time frame. You can see it here, or you can call it the SFP, the swing failure pattern, whatever you want to call it. So we are pretty much coming back down to this zone again. All right, so this zone is still untapped, and it will be being tested sooner or later. It's at 1830. Not much of a price being really left out of it. So this retesting zone is still lying at the early 1800, and we may build some longs here, but I'm just really eyeing on this area because we haven't seen any considerable correction in this move. So there is no specific volume here, right, at 1780s or 1770s. So as soon as we drop this, lose this 0.5 level, we may drop sharply to this level, even if you're losing like $10-20, but people will be still reacting their longs and whatsoever, just because of really bad risk management and position sizing. So that's what's happening with Ethereum. All right, let's move toward the Euro USD. Then we're gonna be coming back to gold. Euro USD is still coupled, all right, and the drop in dollar just really pushed it to the highs. All right, you can see it here, the drop here, and if you look at the Euro USD chart, it was pretty much going up. So it's now losing the strength here, but we got to see the only way it will gonna come back here and retest this 10 like 149 level of zone here. I'm talking about this one, right? I'm not gonna say the retesting zone, but I'm gonna call it the area of interest. All right, so it's like from 158 to 286. All right, 1.09 186 to 258. It will gonna come back here as soon as we see some strength in the dollar. So pretty much all right move, nothing much interesting going on. But let's have a look on gold here. Like I said, since last two lives, and I'm not even giving these setups because I kind of know how bad people are with their risk management, so I'm not giving any setups in the gold here. But let me show this. All right, so we were dropping continuously from this point from 20th of June, and it's like the 8th day we are being left here with the gap here, sharply dropped, went sideways, first low retest, then grabbing the liquidity and then dropping it all the way again. And the only point we retested was 1937. It was the day of like meeting also, and this entire zone is being left untapped here. All right, so what we are seeing here, the PA is being really chopped up. They ended the week with this aggressive move, and then correcting it all the way down in the Sydney session, and then left the week in like the last Friday here. So now, yeah, I'm already explaining gold, if you can see on the screen, right? So stop spamming the messages, at least see what I'm telling you. So this Monday starts here again, chop towards the 1933. The entire correction is being made, and then again every impulsive move is being retested on the same day. All right, and we are still continuously dropping from this point. This low, this high is still there, 1926. This is the Monday open here. All right, this is the Monday open here. Let me clear this out. So this impulse corrected on the same day, this impulse again corrected on the same way, then we dropped here, made some support here at this point at 1911, and now we are dropping again before the meeting. It's like 2 hours left 2 or 3 hours left since the Powell show up, so we are pretty much observing this drop. So the dollar is going like this, so gold should be going like that, right? But since it's decoupled, you are already seeing the drop in here. But you can drop it as much as you want, but there's a limit of it. All right, you're not gonna go like, okay, I'm just gonna drop it like to the 1100 levels, to the 1500 level on the same day. Yes, we may see support. The closest support at this point is at let me show you on the daily chart here. The closest support lies at 1903. All right, and then we have the support here, right, 1855. So let's see how aggressive this move will gonna be, but I'm not really holding my breath for this one, because we may see quick bounces right from here at 1895 and all that. So this band is still acting as a support. Let's negate that for a minute, because we need to close a hefty amount of candles here to go below than that. So that's what's happening here. 1903 and 1895, almost 1896 is your support band here. So that's what's happening in the gold. And you can also see some liquidity grab is going on, because this is not a natural movement here, because decoupling shows, all right, it will gonna go pretty much, you can say, unassisted, without any influence. So you got to see how the chart is moving independently, and you got to see and learn how to look at the charts without any influence on it. So that's what's happening in the gold. A lot of people are been panicking because they don't know how to see how the charts are working independently out of any influences, whether it's dollar and any other market or any other speech that got to say anything about it. So that's what's happening here. This entire is a liquidity grabbing move. We may see some drop, some liquidity hunt here before we move up. The closest target is at 1926. All right, and if you look at the weekly chart, we haven't tested the open yet. All right, of 1958 is not even tested. All good before than that, and I guess it's all fine. So the closest target is at 1926, and 1958 is our also weekly open, which also goes side by side with the confluence of a gap here. If you look at the 15-minute chart, uh, you can see it here. This is your weekly open, right? And this is your gap here at 1952. So it's just a difference of like $5 to $6. It's still untested, so let's see how it will gonna go ahead with this. So all eyes on the Powell speech, and then we're gonna see, before you jump in the gold or whatever, you have to wait for it to get stabilized. All right, just wait until it's been done and dusted with all the liquidity and all that kind of stuff. Yes, it's gonna be volatile. It may tap 1896 tonight, so let's wait for that, and then we're gonna see how it will gonna work its way around when it comes to the PA and all that kind of stuff. All right, so what's next? BCH, please. BCH is really acting like a shit coin though. All right, so we had our charts here. I'm gonna share my screen. All right, I already gave you this analysis if I'm not wrong. Yep, we had our move of 0.5 got rejected, claim the 0.5 of 243, then got rejected from here. Now we are sitting at 231. The retesting zone still lies at 155.8, so that's all the same. All right, if you're liking the video, please like and subscribe though. It will gonna give me a huge head up. Okay, so SYN weekly. Let's wait for a minute. All right, sorry. SYN USDT. What am I supposed to see in this weekly chart? Shits look high as hell. You can look at the daily chart. It's pretty bearish though on a 3 hourly chart here. We are making this zone, grab the liquidity. Now coming back to this point, this is your BOS as well as liquidity. Alright, I'm gonna mark it as liquidity 0.6478. Claim that, go above, reclaim this level. If you lose that, then you'll be coming back to this level of 6075. Alright, so that's all about it. अच्छा जी, कावा अभी ब्लीड कर रहा है, इसको जाने दें अभी ज़रा। ये अभी इसका जो सपोर्ट जोन है वो है यहाँ पे। मैं अभी सोच रहा था इसकी लॉन्ग कल दे दूँ, लेकिन अच्छा ही हुआ मैंने नहीं दी, बिकॉज इतनी कोई मुझे ख़ास इसकी मूवमेंट लग नहीं रही है। ये इसका सपोर्ट है 9023 से 8896। ठीक है, ये इसका बैंड है पूरा। लेट सी क्या होता है यहाँ पे। सो यू मे वांट टू बिल्ड लॉन्ग्स फ्रॉम हेयर। अच्छा जी, EOS का बता दें। सारी मार्केट ब्लीड कर रही है अभी, इसमें घबराने में, टेंशन लेने में कुछ होना नहीं है। अभी इसके ठीक ठाक होनी है कहानी। बकर ईद की होपफुली तैयारियां सबकी हो गई होंगी, और जिन लोगों की आज ऑलरेडी बकर ईद है, सो हैप्पी ईद टू दैम। अल्लाह ताला आपकी इबादत और कुर्बानियाँ कबूल फरमाए, आमीन। अच्छा जी, EOS आपका 0.5 लेवल इसने क्लेम किया था। वॉल्यूमेट्रिक वाइट जोन अभी इसका पूरा ऊपर खाली है, इट शुड गो देयर, लेकिन ये एक इम्पल्सिव मूव जो थी इसकी करेक्शन कर रहा है फ्रॉम हेयर टू दिस पॉइंट। ठीक है, ये वाली, ये इस पॉइंट से इस पॉइंट की 0.5 6665 है। सो लेट्स वेट फॉर इट। ठीक है, अच्छा एफ का भी एनालिसिस लास्ट मैंने दिया था, वहीं खड़ा हुआ है अभी। कोई ऐसी कोई ख़ास इसकी मूवमेंट नहीं हुई है। 0.5 तक इसने क्लेम करना चाहा था बट गया नहीं है, हम ब्लीड करते हुए आ रहे हैं। 2091 ही इसकी मैंने आई गेस POI आपको दी थी, इधर मार्क हुई भी है मेरे पास, ये वाली। राइट, सो करीब आ गए तकरीबन इसके। ठीक है, एव ने कॉम की तरह एक बड़ी एग्रेसिव मूव दी है, बट अगेन काइंड ऑफ लाइक शिट मूव दो, रियली शिट मूव। अच्छा, आपकी सपोर्ट यहीं लाई कर रही है इसी जगह पे, ये वाली और इसकी बॉडी। ठीक है, इसकी विक और इसकी बॉडी, ये वाली, इस वाली कैंडल की। ठीक है, ये आपका सपोर्ट बैंड है। करेक्शन इसको करने दें, ये यहाँ से अभी लॉन्ग करने की फ़िलहाल सोचेगा नहीं, क्योंकि ये एरिया भी इस कंटेस्टेड है 1534 का। ये सपोर्ट बैंड लाए कर रहा है 58.89 से 60, ऑलमोस्ट लाइक 1.11 की रेंज है ये। तो लेट्स वेट फॉर दैट, क्योंकि ये एरिया भी इसने यहाँ पे रीटेस्ट नहीं किया हुआ। काफ़ी वियर्ड से इसने मूव दी है 53 की, तो ये नीचे आएगा। एज एक शिट कॉइन है, सॉरी आई डोंट ट्रेड और एनालाइज शिट कॉइन। BNB भी वैसे शिट कॉइन ही है, बट चलें। करंट सपोर्ट आपकी वही वाली डेज अगो ये यहाँ पे स्टार्ट एट द एंड ऑफ दिसंबर दी थी। इट वेंट अप ऑल द वे डाउन, वापस आया, रीटेस्ट किया, दैन वी गॉट निगलेक्टेड हेयर। तो इसको अभी रहने दें, ये अब आपकी बन गई है करंट रेजिस्टेंस। ठीक है, और सपोर्ट मुझे इसकी दिख नहीं रही है। इसकी PA इतना शिट हो चुका है CZ के चक्कर में। वी आर इंटरनली मेकिंग लोअर लोज हेयर। ठीक है, लाइक दिस। तो ये पहले सिंप्लीफाई इसको कर दें, ये आपकी रेंज है, ये आपका रिसेंट हाई है, ये आपका रिसेंट लो है। ठीक है, यू विल बी बुलिश क्लेमिंग दैट, और एल्स यू विल गोना बी गोइंग डाउनवर्ड्स बीइंग बेयरिश। ऑलराइट, सो आई गेस दैट्स ऑल अबाउट इट। कोई मसला नहीं है एज सच। जिन लोगों ने बाद में देखा है लाइव, ये दोबारा देख लीजिएगा। सारी चीज़ें डिफाइंड हैं। अपनी ईद को चार्ट्स के सामने बैठ के जो है वो रून ना करें। चिल सीन है, कोई भी ऐसा मसला नहीं है। यूएसडीटी डोमिनेंस ज़रा ऊपर की तरफ चली जाए, लब्बे लुबाब जो है बात का वो ये है कि इसको ज़रा सेटल होने दें। ये अभी ब्लीड करेंगे सारे कॉइन्स, आल्ट कॉइन्स वगैरह सारे। और जो लोग कहते हैं कि डोमिनेंस का इफेक्ट नहीं होता मार्केट में, आई एम द मार्केट मेकर एंड ऑल दैट काइंड ऑफ बुलशिट, सो डोंट लिसन टू दैम, ठीक है, यू नो द डील। और बाय द वे लास्ट एक दो दिन में जो लोग सी एफ एक्स वेव और आर्क में थोड़ा लिक्विडेट हुए हैं, आई एम सॉरी फॉर दैट। आई वॉज काइंड लिक्विडेटिंग अ ग्रुप, सो उसकी जद में थोड़े घुन भी पिस गए। तो प्रॉब्लम ये थी कि कुछ मामला थे, आई एम नॉट गोना से द नेम, वो जिन लोगों को पता है उन लोगों को पता है। तो कभी कभार कोई मिसाल बनानी पड़ती है, सो दैट्स ऑल अबाउट इट। एंड थैंक यू सो मच दो, हैप्पी ईद, इन्जॉय करें अपनी फैमिली के साथ, और जो भी मामला है दुआओं में याद रखिएगा। और फॉर एनीथिंग एल्स डोंट लेट द मार्केट सरप्राइज यू। अल्लाह हाफ़िज़।